their thoughts with the school board. In doing so, the board wishes to maintain order in our meeting, and I will reiterate the following guidelines. Individuals must sign up in advance using the form provided. People will be called in the order that they are signed up. Each person will be allowed 2 minutes. Carryover statements will be allowed. The next person will only have 2 minutes as well. Clapping, shout-outs, cheering, jeering will not be tolerated. While this has occurred in the past, it will no longer be allowed. Individuals will be asked to cease their behaviors or asked to leave if such conduct continues. If a member of the audience or group chooses to continue disruptive behaviors after a warning, the board may recess until those involved leave or are removed. The community comments will be limited to 30 minutes as noted on the agenda. Clay will be our timekeeper. I'll keep track of the 30 minutes. Comments are to be directed to the full board. Community members are not allowed to direct comments to any individual sitting on the stage. If you choose to do so, we may redirect you because we wish to keep a respectful order. The board members will not be responding to individual comments because we're here to listen and conduct the business limited to the agenda that was posted. To continue the practice of community comments, we ask that those in the audience follow the guidelines. We wish to hear from you, but we also wish to maintain a healthy and respectful public meeting so we can conduct our business.
Legal expenses for the year, but that brought a couple questions to mind. It seems that we spent over $7,000 in revising language in the employee handbook. I'm here to tell you the employees never received a handbook for the entire school year. The one that's posted on the district website is from 2013. I'd like to see that change before we get too far down the road in the summer. It also says we spent approximately $8,571 in going over the contract with the Save Academy. That, coupled with the PowerPoint presentation that was at the last board meeting, did nothing but minimize the feelings of those 37 to 67 students and their families. We're here in an era where we need to attract students in the worst way, and we seem to be pushing them out the door. I also know that we spent a great deal of money on a survey. To date, we have not seen the results of that survey posted. I'll be submitting a letter early next week to request full copies of that survey and all the results, anecdotal included. I took exception to one of the paragraphs in the Advocate article. It said, in accordance with state statutes and common practice in human resource management, Spooner Area School District needs to annually review its commitments, routines, and procedures with the support of an attorney. If the events of the past 12 months are indicative of common practice in human resource management, then we need to find an uncommon practice to restore the district's reputation and make the community whole again. Finally, I take exception to the classification of our paraprofessionals as essential versus non-essential. I taught 15 years here in the special education department, and I'm here to tell you that those people are absolutely essential to the everyday operations. They need to be reinstated. I wouldn't have made it through this time as a teacher without their support, and the students certainly wouldn't make it through their time here without their presence. Thank you.
And I proudly graduated from Spooner High School in 1965. I was so inspired by my teachers, one of whom is right here tonight, this afternoon, and my administrators, that I went to the University of Wisconsin at River Falls and became a teacher. I spent the majority of my teaching career in the Spooner School District. So therefore, I care very deeply for children, and I am a strong advocate for public education. I realize that Governor Walker's agenda has made your tasks as a school board very difficult. He is diverting money to private schools, and he's changing teacher certification regulations. Unfortunately, he has been having success in his attempts to dismantle public education. But that aside, the issues that have been raised regarding the treatment of staff and watching people that I had worked with, and even the ones I didn't, flee this district has compelled me to speak out. You, our elected officials, must take time to carefully investigate all allegations and develop a thoughtful action plan to restore the outstanding reputation that Spooner School has enjoyed in the past. You can and you must fix this if Spooner Schools are going to continue. As Maya Angelou, one of my very favorite poets, said, hate, it has caused a lot of people in the world, hate, it has caused a lot of problems in this world, but it has not solved one yet. Thank you.
The video that we're taking to prove the minutes of the meetings, the last video from Monday was edited. It wasn't edited just to, take out the recess. It was edited before the recess. It was cut out. If you're trying to be transparent, that looks awfully fishy, why you would edit the minutes video of the meeting. I've heard a lot of people talk about it. The other thing I want to talk about is, this leaving the public comment off of the agendas. I understand you added to the agenda, thank you. Not sure why you're not putting it on. We know a special board meeting and a regular board meeting, if you guys have it on the table, what, the public comment procedure is. Because the board desires to hear the viewpoints of district citizens, time shall be designated during each board meeting for members of the public to speak to the board. These viewpoints will be taken under consideration and, if warranted, may be future agenda items as soon as feasible. I mean, you guys should really take that seriously. We're here, we have comments, we're trying to be involved, and it just seems like you don't want to hear us. So maybe, like one board member had suggested, we could get it extended at the regular board meetings to be an hour. I'm asking that that be on the agenda, that we change the policy, that it be extended to an hour for comments. Thank you.